defense, Cleveland. Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Durant got the first points up on the board here for Oklahoma City. And finished off by LeBron.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now here's Westbrook. Cantor with a screen on Irving. Westbrook kicks to Cantor. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break.
Baseline. And again, Kevin Durant.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Knocks it loose. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor.
Yeah, that's... a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown. And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch four, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
Top of the key, Ibaka. No good off the front iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Stolen by Westbrook. The Cavaliers pull it in. As Greg was talking about, Clark, back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
You go back to before last season with Durant. He was set to lead Team USA to their tournament, but had to withdraw from the team.
And, you know, withdrawing, Kevin, might have been the right play to keep him healthy. He still ended up on the shelf a good while last year, but I still think it was the right decision on his part.
James. Irving kicks to Smith. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Smith's got 5.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
And as competitive as Durant is, you know, it was strange to see him take himself off. That Paul George injury played a big role, not only in his decision, but in a lot of guys throughout the league.
James dishes to Irving. Love the pass to Smith. Love inside, working on Ibaka. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Randy Foy. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively, and this lead, I think, is headed up.
Payne's shot is good. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. And that one's good. 6 points for Kevin Love.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
And Roberson kicks to Adams. Here's Ibaka. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Love dishes to Thompson. Dellavedova, the pass to Shumpert. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 3 assists in the game. Thunder trailing by 7. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Love kicks to Dellavedova. It's Jefferson outside. Can't get it to go.
You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he...
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 7. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen from Cleveland?
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
Inside, you've got Ibaka and Canner. Foyle is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Here's Ibaka. And Thompson sends it back. Here's Irving. And that one's good. And it's a 9-point Cleveland lead. Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
He does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career, because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
Smith with a wide open look. And he...
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend. Take it to the hoop.
And how, Clark? Brilliant throwdown.
Just exerting his authority on that play.
So, timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
You look at Kevin Durant, and he does have a bit of an unusual body type. Still is fairly thin, even after 8 years in the league. Yet, up until last season, he'd been one of the more durable players in the league. Kind of like Reggie Miller in that regard.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov comes in for Thompson. And it's LeBron in for Iman Shumpert. And stolen by LeBron. And here we go. LeBron heading to the hoop.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points than the open floor.
Here is Durant. Following the basket by LeBron James. 5 on the clock. Unloads from 13. Shots good by Durant. Durant's got 10. Talking about Durant's physical makeup, some scouts were actually worried about his athleticism when he declared for the draft after just 1 year at Texas. At the NBA Combine, Greg, you were talking about this. He posted some of the worst numbers of all the top prospects.
He did, but I tell you what, he did blow people away with his length. 6'10", with a 7'5" arm span. I mean, that makes up for a whole lot in this league. And as we've seen throughout his Hall of Fame career, I think it's worked out pretty nice.
I think it has too. Here's Cantor. Excellent D there from Mozgov.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And Durant, Ibaka slams it in.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Now Westbrook following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Three-pointer. Oklahoma City the rebound.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc. I like the fact he had his head up immediately looking to make the dish down the floor. Get rid of it quickly.
LeBron James, by many surveys, and no surprise here, GA, the most popular athlete in America.
I mean, the highest paid player in the league. And you know what? He deserves it. This guy has really carried the mantra as the face of our game, as well as anybody. And I tell you what, people now are starting to acknowledge the guy also delivers when it matters.
A different look now for Cleveland. Kevin Love's checked in for Fry. Jefferson comes in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. Now here's Westbrook. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And you know, for LeBron, he's blazed a trail as far as his business empire is concerned. He gave his childhood friends a chance to manage his affairs. Many thought it was a huge mistake, but he's doing quite well with the guys that he chose.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Morrow comes in for Serge Ibaka. Waiters, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Roberson in for Randy Ford. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Morrow. 8 points for Russell Westbrook.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
And for LeBron, he said he'd like to be a billionaire. It's his ambition to have an influence that goes beyond the game. And guys, he is certainly on his way.
Here's James following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Dellavedova. Mozgov dishes to Dellavedova. On the wing, James. And James throws it down hard.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
He dishes it to Mozgov. It's stolen by Adams. And Waiters with the stuff.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Cavaliers lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters.
Durant doing all sorts of things. He has 12 points and a block.
And guys, really impossible to say where he's been better, offensively or defensively.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's not missed a beat at either end. That's obvious.
On the court for Cleveland. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the two. Three, and it's Irving in the one spot. And here are the Cavaliers now. LeBron kicks to Mozgov. The kick out to Irving. And that one's good. Irving's got 8 points.
That is a very low percentage shot, Kevin, but it's the result they were looking for at the end of the day.
LeBron passes to Love. And it's off from three-point range.
Boy, and for Randy Foye, I thought it was a big bounce-back year for him last season. His points per game were the highest they've been in 5 years, and his field goal percentage was the highest it's been in 5 years as well.
Talking about Randy Foye last year, one difference is that he started almost every game, 78th the most in his career. That may have given him, Greg, additional. Confidence. Who knows?
Well, where I was impressed, Kevin, with his improvement was as a facilitator and rebounder. He seemed to lose his mojo for a few years in there, but last season, I really feel like he got it back.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there, the multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
To the middle. And Kanter throws it down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
The drive by Love. And there's Mozgov. That's good on the assist by Love. Mozgov's got his second bucket. Hey, just look at LeBron, Clark, in a historical context. Last season, he became the first player since Bill Russell and his Celtics to make it to the NBA Finals 5 consecutive years.
Boy, I tell you what, this says even more about LeBron that whenever he leaves a team, they miss the playoffs. And no matter what team he's on, they're favorites to win their conference.
Irving with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Ibaka comes with the double team. Clark down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Here's Fry. No good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
It's been said time and time again that playing in Oklahoma City is one of the tougher places to play in the league. Last year we saw it as well. This place, Greg, gets so loud when the Thunder are rolling.
And even though the Thunder missed the playoffs, the Chesapeake Energy Arena was as loud as ever. Really helps when you are the show in a city.
And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Waiters comes in for Kevin Durant. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Randy Ford. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook.
And even though the injuries hurt the Thunder, last year at home they were still as strong as ever. I mean, a home record of 29-12 is pretty darn good. Unfortunately, they were in a very tough Western Conference.
And Cleveland making a change here. Kevin Love's checked in for Fry. James comes in for Richard Jefferson. J.R. Smith's checked in for Shumpert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. And Thompson throws it down. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent play.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Payne's shot is good.
And part of why the Thunder were so good at home was their attention to detail on the defensive end of the floor. They were a top 5 defense at home. They had the best rebound differential in the league at home.
Roberson. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Thunder making a switch here. Morrow's checked in. Irving attacking.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Payne dishes to Waiters. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Cavaliers trailing.
This game all knotted up there. He is a force to be reckoned with.
.50 seconds left in the third quarter. There's the pick. Here's Payne. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Smith, no luck. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Payne. Cavaliers with the rebound. Love's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Payne kicks to Morrow. Pass to Payne. Good if it goes. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Thunder 5 right now. Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Russell Westbrook out there at 4. And it's Cantor in the center position. Irving with a clean look. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
Cleveland leading by 5. On the wing, Irving. Dishes to Smith. It's a pick by Love. The drive by Smith. Mozgov kicks to Irving. 4 on the clock. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And you can sense the momentum really starting to swing their way.
Yeah, they're taking charge here. I mean, there's no question about it, Greg. The lead, I think, is just going to continue to grow and grow from here. Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Thanks a lot, Doris. It's stolen by Ibaka. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Westbrook against Irving. Clock at 6. Westbrook kicks to 4. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending them to the free throw lines than to have them get that good a look.
Outside Irving. That's a 2 from Smith. And right on target. Good. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
And Westbrook, here we go. Good.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Irving up top. He's covered by Westbrook. The kick out to LeBron. Here's Mozgov. Count the bucket.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Irving. Outside Westbrook. Fires from deep. James in the post. Defended by Durant. And James gets it to go.
Just so reliable. I mean, that basket there will give them a little bit more of a cushion.
And the shot is good.
That's what this team needs right now. Solid scoring chances.
And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Sloppy is the only way you can describe his play thus far. Just way too many turnovers.
Dion Waiters checked in for Randy Ford. Outside Westbrook. The Thunder have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
Pass to Love. It's up a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Westbrook.
shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Outside Westbrook. To Waiters. There's the triple. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.